Hello, welcome back. Happy Sunday if it's Sunday when you're watching this. Today is Saturday. It is a beautiful day. Look at that, can't even look. The sun is shining. I think we're sitting about 16 degrees for the first time in a while. It rained last night, so there's plenty of moisture in the ground and the grass is jumping. But anyway, enough of my weather update. Hello, how are we doing? For anybody who is new, my name is Anna. I am a dairy farmer and I also have a 9-to-5 job. So I have decided that I think the new way of me fitting into, oh, we're behind a cloud, we're flying. I think the new way for me to fit into YouTube is maybe try something different and do a bit of like a daily, or not a daily vlog, and try and do a bit of a weekly vlog. The way that I work farming and working, I milk like every morning, every evening, and then I go to my job obviously in between that, and then I farm on like a Saturday and a Sunday, and then days off and things like that. So I was kind of struggling to try and find ways that I could film a YouTube video and not be under massive pressure. And I know you folk don't put me under any pressure because you're all very nice about when I sporadically upload a YouTube video. But I thought going forward we could try and do some sort of like a weekly thing where you can see what I get up to in a week, and then it's less pressure me to try and film something all at the same time. So today, like I said, is Saturday. Ooh. And also my weather update, I told you that the grass was jumping, and I am going to do a bit of a grass walk today. I've been very bad at my grass walks this year, but I feel like this is going to be the takeoff week for grass growth. So I have my plate meter. I have probably an hour's dandering around ahead of me. Not gonna lie though, when you spend so much time in your car during the week, you kind of be glad to get out to stretch your legs. So I'm gonna go measure the grass, find out what we have. As a way of an update, we actually baled some grass last week. It's getting a wee bit ahead of the cows. We have 40 bales off like 10 acres. So that should tell you how much grass there was. If the cows had went into it, they would have just tramped right through it. So baled some grass, all because we measure and we know what we have. And you can't manage what you don't measure. So there's my spiel. Sorry, that was a very long introduction. I'm off to do some measuring. I'll see you soon. is Monday. I'm just trying to balance you. I'm just trying to balance you on some soap. So, I have finished my day's work. I've just got changed. I'm going to go milk some cows. It is a miserable day. I've been driving around some farms today, and it has not been very nice. But before I go and milk cows, I thought I would show you some post. This is a little bit different, but I thought it'd be interesting. So obviously we're coming into silage season. When I'm filming this, it is the 9th of May, I think. So in any normal year, there probably would be silage cut today or before today, but we haven't had the weather for it. So, but anyway, in my post today, I got a garlic crusher. Why do you get a garlic crusher, Anna? I hear you say. Well, basically, as I said, we're coming into silage season, and sometimes there's a little bit of uncertainty onto whether or not grass is actually ready to cut. And by that, I mean whether or not the fertilizer that you've applied has actually all been used within the crop, and there's no excess or residual nitrogen in your grass crop. Because if you have residual nitrogen in your grass crop, then you're going to have problems with the inciting process, the fermentation process, feed out quality, the ability of the silage to actually stay in the clamp and not slip and slide all over the place. Also, I'm not an expert. If you're confused, do some Googling. But basically, I bought a garlic press and some nitrate testing strips, because I want to be able to test the silage before it goes in the clamp. Because I think we were slightly later going on with fertilizer this year, which means that there is potential that there could be more fertilizer in the silage than in another year. So I'm going to test it. But basically, you use your garlic crusher, you cut your grass, you put your grass in here. This is like, it's not my way of doing it. It's a way of doing it. It's perhaps not the professional way of doing it, but this is the way I'm going to do it. So again, not a professional, not an expert. Don't copy me, just telling you what to do. But I bought a garlic press. You basically put the grass in there, you squeeze the grass onto one of these wee yolks. Oh, okay, well, yeah, they look like this. When you squeeze the grass juice onto them, and then you can compare it against the colour chart. The darker the colour, the more nitrogen is still in the grass. So just a little indicator, but I thought that was some interesting post for you today. Again, don't have to do something like this at all. It's just me being nosy and interested. And if you do know me, I have 50 test strips. So if you want your silage tested, give me a shout. that is the redding up all done for Monday. We have cows that pulled out. Unfortunately, they have to stay in because they are going to the factory in the morning. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit sad. It always is sad. They're cows that they do the work for you and they do everything right, and then yeah, unfortunately it's a business, and cows that become passengers or become problematic do have to go, and that is just part and parcel. And I'm sure if you ask any dairy farmer, they would love to retire all their cows out into a big field or a big comfy shed and just let them have their merry time. But the reality is cull cows are an income stream for a dairy farm, especially at the minute where everything is very tight. So yeah, those cows, Izzy's saying her goodbyes, but they're going in the morning. Obviously the last clip was quite sad, so I thought I would mix that up with a bit of a happier clip. So I have just sat down, I'm going to start doing some work. I have obviously cleaned myself, and I remembered that I was flashing this thing around in one of the last clips about the silage testing kit, and I didn't say anything about it. So yes, Stuart and I got engaged about a month ago, probably 3 weeks, a month ago, I'm not really sure. Very surprised, very excited, very happy. Yeah, it was a bit of an agricultural proposal, but could we expect anything less? No, I don't think so. So that's the big crack these days. I'm engaged, which is fun. So I'm going to now do some work, and I'll catch up with you later when we do all the milking again, because that's all I pretty much do, just milk cows all the time. Just bringing the cows in for the Wednesday evening milking. They are very happy. You can see this field. I'm actually just going to show you because I'm very happy with how this field how it is now pre-grazing. This field was plate metered. It was reading quite high on the plate meter, probably 30, 35 or 3600, which is quite high. And I kind of knew that the cows wouldn't graze it out well enough, but I couldn't afford to take it out of the rotation for silage. Unfortunately, we needed all the grass that was there, so it actually got pre-mowed. And you can see how well, there's a little bit of stuff left there, but other than that, they have cleared it very, very well. And hopefully, by pre-mowing, in this sort of an instance, or being, picking and choosing when we can pre-mow, hopefully we'll be able to maintain quality all the way through the grazing rotation, rather than leaving a wee bit every time, leaving this much and then leaving the next bit and then leaving another bit, and then by the end of the rotation, or by the end of the grazing season, you get this massive big chunk of old hard stem in the grass. We're pre-mowing it this time, should hopefully help to maintain quality for next time. You can see Izzy is absolutely not bothered about pre-mowing. She is just watching cows go through the gate. The pre-mowing was a great success. This is editing Anna transitioning the video very professionally from on-farm work to going to Balmoral 2022. So here's a tiny little snippet of what we get up to at Balmoral. am loading up my car this evening before I go to the farm, because there have been mowers in. We're cutting grass. So it's silage time, it is officially silage time. And everybody knows that it's silage time, you gotta keep the folk in the tractors happy. So I've got some chocolate bars. And I'm gonna go and get the cows in, milk them, and then to be honest, I'm probably just gonna sit in the tractor for Stuart because I feel like I haven't really seen him. Haven't seen him in a long time, he's just busy. Everybody's busy. But I think I'm gonna save silage for the next video. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I feel like it's been a little bit of everything. You really have seen what I get up to in a week and how I can swap from being like the working person to like a milking person to everything else in between. It's all good fun, it's all good crack. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.